Hey y'all, and welcome to Off the Rails Politics. My name is Brian, and this lady has an absolute fit when she sees this Trump hat, and well, what goes around comes around.
We were unable to reach the woman. She seems nowhere to be found after apparently losing her job nearby. But the man apparently still out here walking the streets, and that's where we found him today.
You know, America's still a free country, right?
Victor F. is a 74-year-old Trump supporter who lives in Palo Alto. He casually went about his business today, still sporting the red MAGA hat that prompted a loud confrontation with a woman at a Palo Alto Starbucks 2 days ago.
This crazy woman came over, started raving at me. She turned to the rest of Starbucks. Hey, everybody, here's this racist here. He hates brown people. He's crazy. He's a Nazi and so forth.
The woman, Rebecca Parker Mankey, then began taking photos and posting about it on her Facebook, saying she was going to shame him, get him fired, kicked out of clubs, and march up and down his street. Victor says she left, then came back and tried to rile the Starbucks crowd once more.
Hey, again, everybody here, this racist and so on. And then as she wrote in her thing, she was disappointed all the people didn't come and mob me.
In fact, the opposite happened. People started harassing Parker Mankey's family and her employer, Griffin Stringed Instruments, where she worked as an accountant. The store owner decided to fire her after he read her Facebook posts.
We feel that music is what brings people together, and so having someone then making comments that are divisive is just not consistent with our values.
No one answered the door at Parker Mankey's home, but a female spoke through a closed window saying Rebecca doesn't live here.
She didn't want to discuss the issues with me. She wanted just to scream about Nazis and so on.
Victor wears a yarmulke underneath his MAGA hat. He is Jewish, and so to him, being called a Nazi is hurtful.
People with an education should know better than to say stupid things like that. Lots of people have come up to me and said they sympathize and so on, but they're scared to wear the Trump hat. So I hope this incident brings a wave of people wearing the Trump hats, just like the wave of people with anti-Trump opinions.
Now, Victor says he has been wearing his MAGA hat for many months now. A few people come up to him and say that they agree with him and thank him for wearing it, but he says, by and large, most people just ignore it.
Like I said, folks, what goes around comes around. Now, the most based man in this video actually isn't the gentleman that's wearing the MAGA hat. No, it's the store owner. The store owner is standing up for his principles. A store owner, particularly a musician, and I believe this man is typically going to lean more to the left. And that's just the way things are for the most part. So I'll give this man a trade. How about a nice weapon of self-defense, and I get a Stratocaster back, okay? How about that? So that's why I really respect this business owner. And ultimately, this lady, who is probably still listening to punk rock and doesn't really listen to the messages, which, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, we need to embrace American Idiot. We need to embrace Green Day, because the entire album is literally about how the leftist lifestyle is silly, stupid, shallow, leads you nowhere, leaves you broke, and ultimately you need to become like your centrist or right-wing parents and just sell the insurance. That is literally what the album is about. It's fantastic, and this lady should probably go back and read the lyrics again. Maybe this time the music might actually make sense to her, because she clearly lost the message. And this is why politics are going off the rails. People don't fully understand what actual consequences are out there anymore. This woman clearly didn't understand that there would be consequences. She didn't let this man have freedom of speech, and she ranted and raved and just went totally off the rails and got almost exactly what she deserved. So folks, that's Off the Rails Politics for today. Catch you on the next one. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and until then, y'all have a good one.